Hi, why need to go for automation testing? Everything we can able to do manually on our applications, irrespective of the domain, irrespective of the programming language they have used for development. But again, why we need to go for automation testing? What are all the advantages of it? So let's discuss very clearly here in this video. At the end of the video, you will get it, why we need to go for automation. Let me take manual testing. Actually, what we are doing in manual testing? In the manual testing, usually, manual testing, what we are doing usually, we're going to write the test cases. So in the development team, they're going to develop it. Once development is completed, it will give us to the testing team. We are going to perform the testing. So we're going to perform our testing, and then if any bugs will be there, so bugs we're going to identify, and bugs we're going to do the retesting for it, and then at the end we're going to perform the regression testing. So this is what exactly we're going to do usually in manual testing. So in manual testing, whenever there is any new requirement will be there, we're going to write the test cases on it, test scenarios on behalf of it. So meanwhile, development people will develop the application and they will give it to the testing team for testing. And once they have given for testing, as a testing team, our responsibility is to execute the test cases, and we need to validate what all the test cases are getting passed, what all the test cases are getting failed. For the failed test cases, we need to raise bugs to the development team. They will fix it. Again, we are going to perform the entire bug life cycle, like performing the retesting. If it is fixing, then fine. If it did not fix it, then again we are going to reopen the bug to the development team for again fixing of the issue. So this is what usually happen in manual testing. So now you may get a doubt here. See, each and everything we can test it manually. Then why we need to go for automation testing? What is the advantage of it? Very good point here. See, let me open this diagram. Please try to understand here. Let me consider we are in the agile model. In the agile model, let me assume we are in the agile model. So sprint 1 is there. Okay, agile model sprints means there is a 2 weeks, 3 weeks duration will be there. In that duration, we're going to perform the development, testing, and release to the client. All these things will happen in the particular sprint, each and every sprint. It may goes to the live environment or not, that is secondary, but we have to deliver some user stories, development, testing, and need to give demo to the client. If we accept it, then it may goes into the live. So let me assume sprint 1 is there. 10 functionalities are there in sprint 1. Those 10 functionalities are 10 user stories developed by the development team, and they have given it for the testing team. We will test it happily. Without any issues, we can deliver it to the client. There is no issues are there. We can deliver it to the client. Coming to the sprint 2, again 10 user stories got added. So these 10 user stories, already existing 10 user stories are there. So newly added 10 user stories, newly added user stories, what we need to perform? We need to perform the functionality testing. We need to perform the functionality testing. For the existing 10 user stories, you need to perform the regression testing. What is regression testing? Whenever any new enhancements are added into our application or existing functionalities are changed in our application, then we need to perform the testing on our application. Nothing is getting impacted because of the addition, because of the changes into our application. So that is nothing but regression testing. So each and every sprint we have to ensure nothing is broken, nothing is not working after the changes happened, after the enhancements applied on our application. So that is the reason each and every sprint, before we are moving code to the live environment, so then surely we need to perform the regression testing to ensure nothing is broken. That is regression testing. So sprint 2, the 10 functionalities existing functionalities are there, 10 are newly added. Newly added 10, we need to perform the functionality testing. Existing 10, you need to perform the regression testing. Fine. See the sprint 3, 10 functionalities, again 10 user stories got added. 10 user stories, you need to perform the functionality testing. Existing 10, you need to perform the regression testing to ensure nothing is broken. Similarly, n number of sprints will be there. Each and every sprint, n number of user stories are getting added. And let me assume everything we are performing manually. Sprint 50 is there. So in this case, same scenario, until sprint 49, all the user stories you need to perform the regression testing. Sprint 50, you need to perform the functionality testing manually. Similar case, let me assume 100 sprints. Now we are in 100th sprint. 99 sprints related user stories you need to perform the regression testing. 100th user story or 100th sprint user stories you need to perform the functionality testing. See, 100 sprints, let me assume we have spent in the 2 weeks duration, let me assume every month 2 sprints, and 1 year it is going to be 25 sprints, let me assume. For to become 100 sprints, 4 years it has taken. So 4 years time it has taken to complete the 100 sprints. To perform the manual testing of 99 sprints related user stories, how much time it is going to take? Obviously it is going to take months time. It may be 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, we don't know. You spent already 4 years time to complete those user stories. Without performing the testing, regression testing, we cannot deliver to the client. The code will not move to the live environment, because regression testing ensures the client something is not broken, something is not working. So that is the reason without regression testing we cannot deliver to the client. In that case, how we need to perform the regression testing of n number of sprints repeatedly? Everything we can do manually, there is no doubt about it. But why we need to go for automation? Manual testing will take more time. If client is having time, then we can do everything manually. There is no issues at all. But will you think client will wait 6 months time for his regression testing? No, nobody will wait this much time. No client will wait 6 months time for regression testing. Then what is the solution? The solution is we have to go for automation testing. Yes, I agree. Everything we can test manually, no issues at all. But why we are going for automation testing? Only to reduce the time. And see, if time is reducing, obviously the client will save his budget, because the client is paying to the testers hourly wise. Time is saved, automatically the budget gets saved. Next point is, one time you automated, the client can use n number of times same thing. So obviously is going to save a lot of budget for the project. So that is the reason, to overcome all the challenges in the manual testing, we need to go for automation testing. Okay, so in the automation testing, what is ROI? Return on investment. What is ROI? Return on investment. When the client will get returns on automation testing? Let me assume when client is going to get the returns, let me assume if we are spending 100 hours manually in the first sprint. Let me assume in the second sprint you are spending 200 hours. Okay, 10 sprints you are spending, for example, 1000 hours. It is in the 10th sprint. In the 50th sprint, let me assume manually you are spending, I am assuming 5000 hours you are spending. Okay, so in this case in this case, let me come to the automation testing, automation part. In the automation testing, you are spending 5,000 hours for manual testing. Will the client give that much time? 5,000 hours means how many resources, how many working days, how many months, years he has to work. Client will not wait that much time to deliver something to the live environment. Why client will wait this much time? There is no way. We need to go for something which we can give rapidly to the client to deliver into a live environment. The alternative we are having is automation testing. In the automation testing, you can deliver very fastly. And also, one time you automated, n number of times you can reuse the same thing. And also manual testing, if tester is doing same work again and again, they may get bored. But tool will not get bored. So automation testing, if you are spending 5,000 hours, I believe if you are using a good tool like open source tools, if it is a commercial, you can use QTP or UFT, or if you are using open source Selenium, you can use with Java or Python, whatever it is, whatever the programming language comfortable to you. So it is taking thousands of hours, but whereas in the automation taking, I don't think it will take like tens of hours, like it may be a 20 hours or 30 hours or 40 hours. That's it. You no need to spend thousands of hours in automation testing. Just I'm talking about execution of the scripts. For development, it may take time. For developing the one time, it will take a time. But when the client will get benefit on it, that is ROI, return on investment. When the client will get benefit, whenever you are saving time more than the manual testing. See here, 5,000 hours you are spending. So you are saving time. You are going to saving time to the client more than the manual testing. Then obviously returns to the client. If you are saving the time by using automation more than the manual testing, then obviously returns to the client. Instead of spending 5,000 hours, I am spending for execution here only 10 or 20 or 30 or 40. For execution, let we assume it is taking 500 hours for us. That's it, 500 hours plus each and every time 40 hours or 30 hours. See here how much difference is there. 5,000 hours, here 5,000 hours, here 500 hours for development of the scripts. So that is the advantage with the automation testing. For one time we have to spend time to develop the automation scripts, but as I said, in every sprint you can use same scripts. So each and every sprint you are adding n number of user stories. Continuously you need to develop the automation scripts and you need to add them into the old ones. So this is how the client will save the budget from the automation testing. Whenever client saves the time more than the manual testing, then obviously that is a return on investment to the client. In the manual he is spending 5,000 hours. If he is saving that much time more than the time we are spending on manual testing, then that is a returns to the client. Now let me see in the Selenium part or any tool when we need to go for automation. Now so far we have discussed why we need to go for automation testing. Now we will see when we need to go for automation testing. In each and every application, can we do the automation testing? Or what type of applications we need to go for automation testing? What is the advantage of it? What type of projects it is the advantage? So each and every application depends on the regression cycles, depends on the changes from the client, depends on the volume of the changes he is going to apply in the future. Based on all these criteria, we are going to decide whether this application is suitable for the automation or not. Let me take a simple example. One application is there, my company site is there, christopscholl.com. I have developed it already, there is no major changes to it. Can I do automation on my website? No use. You are not performing the regression testing multiple times, then what is the use? When it will be added advantage to the customer? There are n number of changes, n number of additions, n number of enhancements. Each and every time you need to perform the regression testing, then we need to go for automation testing. Otherwise, there is no use to go for automation. So, depends on the volume of the changes or enhancements, depends on that, we need to go for automation or not will be decided. So, what are all the challenges in the manual testing? More resources are required, more time is required, no correctness, no repeatability. One time you are doing same work, next sprint you need to do the same work again and again. Obviously, more budget is required to the client because he need to pay hourly to the resources. More budget is required. So, the prerequisite for automation testing, one more thing, the application should be stable enough. Why application should be stable? If application is not stable, you cannot do manually. How you will do through tool? See, the automation is something what we are doing. We are generating the scripts. We are generating the tool understandable statements. Whenever you want to perform the testing, you will give inputs to the tool. Tool will perform on the application and tool will give you the result. If manually you are not able to do it, the flow cannot able to complete, then how the tool will understand and perform the end-to-end operations? Not possible. So that is the reason your application should be stable enough to develop the automation scripts. Then only the automation is possible on that application and all. Similarly, the advantages from the automation testing is there is a fastness will be there, less number of resources are required, accuracy, correctness will be there, repeatability, reusability. In the long span of time, lot of budget also gets reduced to the client when compared to manual testing. So that is the reason we need to go for automation testing. Now high level we will see what is going to happen in the automation testing and all. See what we are going to do in the automation testing. Your application will be there. The tool may be anything, Selenium or Windrunner or Water or QTP or UFT, anything, Protractor, any tool. So this tool will understand our instructions, whatever the language the tool supports. In that language we are going to develop the automation scripts. Script is something like tool understandable statements. And whenever you want to perform the testing, just you will ask the tool by providing your script and execute it. It will perform all the operations on your application and it will give you the result. What is getting passed and what is getting failed. How many test cases are passed, how many test cases are failed. Same thing. You can take any tool, the process is same. So you want to learn automation testing. What is exactly you need is few things you need to learn. First, you need to understand the tool options. Second thing, you need to understand the language supported by the tool. You need to have familiar with that language. Third thing is you need to have the support from the tool to your application. Fourth thing is how to maintain your scripts. Fifth one is how to store your scripts. Seventh one is how to maintain your scripts. Next one is how to run your scripts as a complete bunch of scripts as a batch executions, single time. Next, last one is validating the results. How many are getting passed, how many are getting failed. So these are all the various things you need to understand before going to learn any tool. In the market, n number of tools are there. You can learn any tool. But nowadays the trending tool or open source tool is Selenium. We can learn with Java or Python. So these are all the things we need to learn in the part of the automation testing. So we have seen why we need to go for automation, when we need to go for automation, what type of projects automation is required, what is the prerequisite to go for automation, in the automation testing what are all the advantages, and any tool how the automation testing is going to work. So these are all the different things is required for the automation testing. If at all you want to enter into the automation testing, we need to learn all these things for enter into the automation testing and all. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you.